Hello everyone, welcome to our channel CUET by Dream University. So today we are present here to discuss the second topic of the Sociology CUET PG syllabus. And today we'll be discussing about sociology and its relationship with other social sciences, namely history, political science, economics, psychology, and anthropology. So if you have still not joined our batch, you can join it through our Telegram link that is given below. And you can also contact us through the mobile number that is given below. Okay. So let us start the second lecture in this crash course. So I'll just repeat that this crash course will have 35 lectures in total. And जिसका एक class already कल हो चुका है. And today we'll be discussing the second class. Okay. So just to recap what we already discussed yesterday, we have talked about the emergence of sociology, its scope, its nature, and also the founding fathers of sociology. All right. तो हमने कल देखा कि what is sociology? It is the systematic study of society. It is a systematic study. It is a scientific study of society, its people, and their behavior. Right? And in sociology, we study human society, social interactions, and institutions. We also discussed how even when there was several different disciplines like history, economics, political science, there was a need for sociology to emerge. Okay, so there were other challenges, other problems in the society which the other social science disciplines were not talking about, and that is why there was a need for sociology as a new science of society to start. Okay, so sociology, therefore, is a new academic discipline. All right. It came after the other social science disciplines came. And that is why, since all these social science disciplines are discussing some or the other aspects of social science, of society, and सोसाइटी इज कनेक्टेड एज वी ऑल नो. ठीक है, जैसे इकोनॉमिक्स, पॉलिटिक्स, ये सारी चीजें कनेक्टेड हैं. इकोनॉमिक एस्पेक्ट्स पॉलिटिकल पावर से कनेक्टेड है, पॉलिटिकल पावर किसी एंथ्रोपोलॉजिकल सोसाइटीज से कनेक्टेड है. तो ऑल दीज सोसाइटीज हैव have the importance of all these subjects. So there is a overlap between their subject matters. ठीक है, क्योंकि सारी all these are social sciences and they deal with different aspects of the society. So there is a great tendency कि subject matter में there will be overlap and there will be intersections between these disciplines. Because we are all dealing with societies, we are all dealing with people, we are all dealing with human behavior. All right. So this lecture, today's specific lecture is upon sociology and its relationship with other social sciences, mainly history, political science, economics, psychology, and anthropology, because this has these disciplines have the greatest impact on sociology, and in return, sociology also affects these disciplines. Okay. Another thing that this lecture will cover today is the relationship between sociology and common sense. All right. So commonsensical knowledge, there are so many things about the in society, right? For example, our traditions, our customs, so which people already have an idea. है ना कि ये हमारी रीतियां हैं जो काफी सालों से चली आ रही हैं, ये ऐसे ही होता है. बट हाउ डू वी स्टडी इट सोशियोलॉजिकली? इट बिकम्स सोशियोलॉजिकल, आवर ट्रेडिशंस और ट्रेडिशंस ऑफ अ सोसाइटी, इट बिकम्स सोशियोलॉजिकल only when you study it in a systematic manner, in a scientific manner, and in an objective manner without any bias. All right. So there are already things that we know, right? Things that we know about our family, about our about marriage systems, and about say about rituals, and about religion. Lekin, these are also the topics that we cover in sociology. Okay, we study religion, we study caste system, we study marriage, we study family and kinship. So when we study it in sociology, we are trying to derive some basic theories. Okay. Of course, we can all relate to what we are already seeing in the society. लेकिन फिर भी सोशियोलॉजिकल तरीके से जब हम उसको एनालाइज करते हैं, एंड देन देर इज ऑल्सो कंपैरिजन, हम लोगों को ये पता चलता है सोशियोलॉजिकल तरीके से पढ़ने में कि कैसे बहुत सारी चीजें यूनिवर्सल है। फैमिली सिस्टम यूनिवर्सल है। हम हमें इन जनरल या हमारा अजम्पशंस होता है दैट वी ओनली नो अबाउट आर इमीडिएट फैमिली, आर family systems, our traditional and cultural systems. But in sociology, when we study them, we try to make comparisons with societies existing around the world, and that is how there are generalizations, and that is how there are theories that have developed. All right. So we will look into some more examples uh, in some time. So Oxford Dictionary of Sociology defines common sense as routine knowledge that people have of their everyday world and activities. All right. So routine knowledge, हमें already कुछ चीजें पता हैं, लेकिन वो sociological कब कहलाती हैं? That we need to keep it in mind. Okay, Sociology and Common Sense नाम का एक आर्टिकल भी है जिसे आंद्रे बेते ने लिखा था, and which was published in 1996 in the magazine EPW. Okay, Economic and Political Weekly में इनकी एक आर्टिकल सोशियोलॉजी एंड कॉमन सेंस पब्लिश हुई थी, एंड इसे किसने लिखा था? आंद्रे बेते ने। ओके, सो फॉर एग्जाम्पल कि कैसे हम लोग कॉमन सेंस और सोशियोलॉजिकल अंडरस्टैंडिंग को डिफरेंशिएट कर सकते हैं। सो बेसिक डिफरेंस जो है, इट इज रिगार्डिंग द पर्सपेक्टिव विथ विच वी लुक एट। ओके, फॉर एग्जाम्पल, वी कैन जस्ट people can say that people who are poor are lazy. Okay, तो जो गरीब होते हैं वो आलसी होते हैं, वो काम नहीं करना चाहते हैं, एंड दैट इज वाई दे डू नॉट हैव मनी और दे रिमेन पुअर। लेकिन we cannot just say that. Sociological perspective say we need evidence and we need to prove whatever we are saying, right? So when we study poverty in sociology, so we find out that poverty is linked to other structural factors in the society, other social structural factors, जैसे education, employment opportunities, or and also many other inequalities and many other discrimination that becomes the reason of poverty. So this is just a statement, ठीक है, कि people who are poor are lazy. But why are they lazy? If we go deep into that question, why people are lazy, or sorry, it's not why people are lazy, why people are poor, तो poverty के बहुत सारे अलग reasons हमें मिलेंगे, ठीक है, and that is what sociological study is doing. The next statement, that people with higher education are less likely to commit crimes. So, sociologically, when we study crimes, we see this is not the case. ये just एक statement है, but how do you prove it? Okay, how do you prove or how do you relate कि higher education is less likely to commit crimes? This is just a statement, this is just a hypothesis, जिसको research के through we'll have to see that how it happens. Okay, how crimes actually are committed, and many researches that have already been done prove that there is no role with education. Okay, people who are highly educated or who are very rich, and they also end up committing crimes, है ना? So कॉमन सेंसिकल अंडरस्टैंडिंग और सोशियोलॉजिकल अंडरस्टैंडिंग में यही डिफरेंस है, एंड इट्स द डिफरेंस इज अबाउट द पर्सपेक्टिव एंड द वे वी लुक एट, वे वी ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड द थिंग. In sociology, we try to understand it in a more detailed manner through evidences, through facts, and then try to establish laws or theories based upon that. Okay? So, as I said, sociological views are based upon extensive qualitative or quantitative research and evidences, while commonsensical views are built upon people's limited experiences. ठीक है? Until and unless we study sociology, we will not have an idea about family systems of, say, about the Pacific Islanders या Trobriand Islanders, Pacific Oceans या different tribes के बारे में हमें नहीं पता चलेंगी. हमें सिर्फ पता होगा अपने सराउंडिंग के बारे में, है ना? So we will have limited experience, and therefore we will give an inaccurate view of society. कि family, for example, family हमेशा ऐसे ही होता है, and this is the only way of say of raising children, or this is the only way of conducting marriage rituals. So only, but sociological views take into consideration about different other views as well, and they are always based upon evidence. Sociological views is for this reason challenge the status quo, है ना, the already existing norms जो हैं, it raises questions about that, whereas commonsensical views जो है, they are built upon social traditions and customs, and they are resistant to change. Okay, they're resistant to change because uh, these are things which are persisted from generations within people, है ना, कि कोई चीज ऐसे ही होता है या ऐसे ही होता आया है. All right. Whereas sociological views will use reason and logic. And commonsensical views, as I said, they're always specific and particular to time and place. And they're also culture specific. एक culture को लेके वो लोग ज़्यादा मतलब you will have an understanding, better understanding of only your culture, right? So it is culture specific. But when we speak sociologically, we will talk in a broader sense. Because sociological views are based on data and research, they have greater academic credibility and validity, whereas commonsensical views lack academic credibility and reliability. All right. So, this was the distinction between sociology and common sense. Next, we move on to seeing the relationship between sociology and history. So, sociology and history are very much related, and they owe a lot to each other. Okay. They interact and overlap to a great degree. Or historians. Historians भी आज के means only when they also look into sociological research to understand कि how things have changed. All right. And how things have changed and how things are. They also look up sociological research, and then they go back finding it the origin or finding about the past events. वैसे ही sociologists के लिए बहुत बड़ा डेटा प्रोवाइड होता है हिस्टोरियन से. हिस्टोरिकल रिसर्च, sociologists are very much dependent upon historical research. All right, why because his you know so in sociology हम अगर एक प्रोसेस को पढ़ते हैं, फॉर एग्जाम्पल इंडस्ट्रियलाइजेशन, ठीक है, तो इंडस्ट्रियलाइजेशन हमें ये भी जानना होगा कि ये इसका ओरिजिन कैसे था. अगर हम जानना चाहते हैं कि आज हमारा सोसाइटी कैसा है, या आज इंडस्ट्रीज जो हैं सोसाइटी में आज उनका क्या इम्पैक्ट है, इफ वी वांट टू नो दैट वी विल हैव टू फाइंड द ओरिजिन. ठीक है, और ये ओरिजिन के बारे में हमें कौन बताएगा? ये बताएगा हिस्ट्री. So sociologists are also dependent upon history to know about the origin, because only when we know about the past events, then we will be able to analyze about our present situations better. Okay, so history studies past events while sociology analyzes social patterns over time. We see how the evolution has happened, how with time things have changed, and how they are in the present. A.R. Brown, Radcliffe Brown, has made a statement, and he says that sociology is nomothetic while history is idiographic. Okay, nomothetic से हमारा मतलब है generalizable. Sociology is generalizable while idiographic is meaning that there is focus upon unique events. All right. So nomothetic. So in order to understand that, I can give you an example of say war. ठीक है. तो जब सोशियोलॉजी वॉर्स को पढ़ता है, तो वॉर्स को इन डिटेल पढ़ता है, एंड इट विल कंसिडर एग्जांपल्स ऑफ different wars. ठीक है, different wars over different periods of time. But when history studies a war, history will always be specific, and it will focus upon one event or one war, say World War II. Okay, तो हिस्ट्री क्या करेगा? हिस्ट्री will study only one war and then it will list out, it will talk about कि वहाँ पे क्या कैसे हुआ था या who were the people involved in it, what was the impact, how it started, and for how many days it lasted, and so on and so forth. Okay, so history will describe about one particular event, whereas sociology is generalizable and it will talk about, in general, why wars happen, what are the economic aspects of war, what are the political issues that lead to war. So, in all, ठीक है, तो ये इकोनॉमिक, पॉलिटिकल, सोशल सारे एस्पेक्ट्स को देखेगा एंड इट विल ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड वॉर्स इन जनरल. ठीक है. So that is how sociology is nomothetic while history is idiographic. All right. Um, Impact of industrialization on social structures. So हम इसको हिस्टोरिकल तरीके से अगर पढ़ते हैं तो इंडस्ट्रियलाइजेशन वी विल सी कि व्हेन इट स्टार्टेड, हाउ इट स्टार्टेड. ऑल राइट. लेकिन व्हेन वी यूज सोशियोलॉजिकल मेथड्स वी विल आल्सो सी कि व्हाट आर द इम्पैक्ट्स इट हैज इन टुडेज सोसाइटी. इंडस्ट्रियलाइजेशन शुरू तो हुआ था और past में what all happened that history will study, but how are its impacts playing out in today's society that sociology will study. All right. Okay, so moving on to the next slide. History and sociology का comparison है इसमें. As we discussed, historians will study the past, whereas sociologists will study the contemporary, recent past, जो just अभी कुछ दिन पहले हुआ है, या the present. Okay. History mostly tries to establish how things actually happened, how they have happened, how they occurred, and sociology का event is sociology's focus is to establish causal relationships. ठीक है. हिस्ट्री से हमें ओरिजिन पता चल जाएगा कि हाउ थिंग्स हैव हैपेंड, है ना, हाउ. लेकिन ये ये कॉजेस तो पढ़ेंगे हम लोग, causes पढ़ेंगे, but we also look into the effects. So this relationship between causes and effects is known as causal relationships. All right. History studies concrete details with an objective discussion of real events. It will describe, है ना, it will describe in detail कि what all happened in that event, whereas sociology abstracts from concrete reality, categorizes and generalizes. ठीक है. It will जैसे पहले मैंने वॉर के एग्जाम्पल को यूज किया था. ठीक है. तो अगर किसी इवेंट को डिस्क्राइब करना होगा तो हिस्ट्री विल डिस्क्राइब इट इन डिटेल एंड इट विल डिस्कस वन इवेंट, बट उसी वॉर में से different aspects will be abstracted for sociology, and then all of these will be categorized and generalized. Okay. History is descriptive and sociology has normative elements. History is descriptive, it will describe an event. All right. A past describes a past event. All right. Whereas sociology जो है has normative events. Normative events का मतलब है it is based upon certain norms. Certain norms that are existing in the society, वो उसको भी consider करेगा, है ना. Next, sociology and political science. So, sociology and political science do converge often because of the overlapping subject matter. They also have a overlapping subject matter. इसका सबसे best example होगा Marx. Okay. So Marx is a thinker which is read by sociologists as well as political scientists. Why? Because Marx gave the theory of, capital. He gave the theory of capital, right? Capital basically क्या है? Economic means money, right? And economic means are very much related to power. And power को कौन पढ़ता है? Power is studied by political science. ठीक है. तो works of Marx are political in nature, as he believed that political institutions and behavior are closely linked with economic system and social classes. There is a typo here, it will be social classes. So political science, तो हमारा जो इकोनॉमिक सिस्टम है या इकोनॉमिक मीन्स, they are always connected to political institutions and behavior. Okay. For example, stock markets. Okay. Now, stock markets are also by political influenced by political governance. क्यों political governance? Because of the rules, because they follow rules given by the government, given by government, है ना? So now ये क्या है? स्टॉक मार्केट्स आर कंप्लीटली इकोनॉमिकल, राइट? लेकिन जो रूल्स है इसके बारे में कौन बता रहा है? हमारे पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज, हमारी गवर्नमेंट. So that is how we see how things are related, right? And if economic systems and social classes, these are all these related. And similarly, social classes, the people with more money will belong to a higher social class, and people with the lower economic background will have a lower economic class. So class is a sociological concept. So we see how these all of these things are related, है ना? पॉलिटिकल साइंस, लेकिन सोशियोलॉजी में वी आर ट्राइंग टू लुक इट इनटू अ होलिस्टिक मैनर. हम सारे रिलेशनशिप्स को थोड़ा थोड़ा पढ़ रहे हैं, ठीक है? हम लोग पॉलिटिकल रिलेशंस को भी देख रहे हैं, इकोनॉमिक रिलेशंस को भी देख रहे हैं, सोशल रिलेशंस एंड बिहेवियर्स को भी पढ़ रहे हैं, सोशल इंस्टीट्यूशन भी पढ़ रहे हैं. बट द डिफरेंस इज कि पॉलिटिकल साइंस में वी विल ओनली स्टडी गवर्नमेंट सिस्टम्स एंड पावर स्ट्रक्चर्स इन डिटेल. Okay, so our subject area यहाँ पे is constricted only to government systems. Sociology, political behavior, public opinion, social movements को पढ़ता है within government systems. लेकिन political science is again, it's more specific, it's more concise, or it's more narrowed down. Okay. Political sociology is a branch of sociology, and the example can be it explores the role of class and identity in elections. Now, elections is a political phenomena, है ना? Elections, political scientists will study. लेकिन वहां पे आइडेंटिटी का क्या रोल है, क्लास का क्या रोल है, या इवन जेंडर का क्या रोल है, ये कौन देखेगा? ये पॉलिटिकल सोशियोलॉजिस्ट देखेंगे, ठीक है? सोशियोलॉजी में हम व्हेन वी लुक इनटू दीज other aspects existing in the society apart from politics, that is taken into consideration by sociologists. Political sciences subject matter is restricted to study of state and power. Okay. Whereas sociology has a wider scope. जैसा मैंने example दिया, we will look into all the different connections. Political sciences is more codified. Sociology is more open-ended in its approach. All right. Political sciences studies the processes within the government, and sociology will stress on the interrelationship between sets of institutions, including government. So, political science will study only the processes, ठीक है? Only political processes, in fact. लेकिन sociology जो है वो it will also study the different institutions that are involved in the government, and also it will look into the interrelationships and interactions between them. All right. Political sciences provides laws which affect welfare of masses. They are considered about the welfare, and sociology will provide data and basis of these laws and policies. ठीक है. तो political sciences will help the government and in forming policies, but sociology is the one which will provide data. ठीक है? जो provide data and basis is because it will do a complete holistic understanding of a situation. Okay, in that way, sociology becomes a discipline with a wide scope. So, for example, sociological studies have been conducted in membership of political organizations. Sociological studies are done on voting behavior, and to also see casteism and decision making within organizations. Political organizations के अंदर भी caste होता है, ठीक है? तो उसको सोशियोलॉजी पर पढ़ेगा। एंड डिसीजन मेकिंग, कैसे डिसीजंस बनते हैं, कैसे, हाउ आर दीज डिसीजंस टेकन, हाउ डू पीपल इंटरेक्ट विद ईच अदर विद इन दीज ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस, दे आर ऑल टेकन इनटू कंसिडरेशन। ओके, these and these studies involve usually a blend of political science and sociological thinking. For example, family planning, population policy, etc., are also affected by political leaderships. So, for instance, family planning, uh, that is that was stated by China. ठीक है, तो चाइना एक स्ट्रिक्ट रूल लेके आया था दैट यू शुड ओनली हैव वन चाइल्ड पॉलिसी, है ना? So this policy that was brought about by the government had implications in the family. Similarly, about population control. तो एक गवर्नमेंट का पॉलिसी, एक गवर्नमेंट का रूल हमारे फैमिली को, हमारे पॉपुलेशन को अफेक्ट करता है ना? इसीलिए we can see कि how and family is something that sociologists will study in detail कि how they are getting affected. Now policies, political science will be limited to making of policy, ठीक है? But how these families will be affected, है ना, वो पढ़ने का काम सोशियोलॉजिस्ट का है। All right, so this is how we try to we have tried to understand the relationship between political science and sociology. ओके, आई रिपीट कि वेनेवर, अगर आप लोगों को किसी भी चीज में डाउट होता है, या यू फील कि देर इज, यू नीड अ बेटर अंडरस्टैंडिंग, सो यू प्लीज मेंशन इट इन द कमेंट सेक्शन, और यू कैन ऑल्सो contact through the phone number that is given, so that I'll be able to address those questions in greater detail in future. ठीक है? Sociology and economics. So, what is economics? Economics is the study of production in society. It is, of course, economics का बहुत it has a greater definition. Production. It is also involved in distribution, production, and consumption. But just for a basic understanding, economics is related to production and consumption. Okay, but sociology is studying all the aspects of society. Economic activity is also a social activity, and production also involves social relations. So, what I'm trying to say is, suppose economic activity, um, working in an industry. Okay, एक इंडस्ट्री है जिसमें हर दिन लोगों को एक टारगेट दिया जाता है कि यू हैव टू अचीव दिस मच ऑफ प्रॉफिट, राइट? एंड यू हैव टू मेक दीज नंबर ऑफ n number of machines, or n number of things has to be produced, right? So it is a social activity. Why it is a social activity? Because it is involving people, right? And anything that involves people, anything that involves more number of people is a social activity, right? So economic activity utilizes social activity, and then, और जब लोग हैं, तो there are also social relations that are getting formed, right? Social relations है. So even every economic activity is a social activity. Okay, and that is why we can see कि we can study even economic activities through sociology. Example, methods of earning money are also guided by social norms and values, है ना? And consumption behavior is also affected by social and cultural values. What do you buy? Which kind of things that you buy? Where do you invest more, or where do you expend uh, spend more? These are all things that come from social and cultural values. So we see how economics and sociology also has a great interrelation. All right. Economic sociology is a separate branch of sociology which deals with these social aspects of economic life. So Marxists are the ones who follow Karl Marx. They have given economic, uh, they have given utmost importance to economy. ठीक है. So they say that it is only after understanding the economic structure of a society that we can understand the other social institutions, and which is quite true in the society as well. Only when we study the economy, ठीक है, um, economy of a society, we can we can study the other aspects related to it. ठीक है, how is it its political aspect, its social aspects, its even gender ratio. All of these things can be affected by the economy of a state. Okay, they according to Marx, economy is the infrastructure on which superstructure of society is built upon. All right. And Karl Marx analyzed the relationship between economic systems and social classes. ये जो concept है social class का, ये solely economic means पे ही based है ना? Whenever we talk about social classes, the the major criteria by which classes is understood, okay, in common terms, is based upon the economic means or the economic position which a person holds, है ना? So that is how economy becomes a very important aspect of the society, which sociology also studies in a separate branch called economic sociology. All right. तो इकोनॉमिक्स का, लेकिन सोशियोलॉजी हैज अ वाइडर स्कोप, है ना, बिकॉज इट इज ऑल्सो कंसिडरिंग इकोनॉमिक्स. इट इज सो अभी तक हमने क्या देखा, वी सॉ इट्स रिलेशन टू हिस्ट्री, वी सॉ इट्स रिलेशन टू पॉलिटिक्स and political science, and we also saw the relationship with economics. So we can see ki how sociology has a branch. Oh, all right, sociology has a branch of political sociology, sociology has a branch of economic sociology, and it also studies the historical aspect of the thing. तो एक चीज का एक holistic understanding के लिए it is studying all those different aspects. लेकिन जो बाकी सब्जेक्ट्स हैं, their scope is therefore narrow and specific. They are focusing upon one thing. Economics will study only economy. Political science will study only political science, politics related things, right? And or the government related things. और वैसे history will study only the past events. But sociology में फिर अगर we are trying to understand one thing, okay, suppose if we are trying to understand society in a sociological way, we are looking into different aspects of human activity. And human activity अगर है तो it can be everything, right? It can be political, it can be economic, economical, it can be cultural. Okay. So in this way, sociology becomes a very broad subject. Economics emphasizes relationships of price and supply, money flows, etc. Sociology looks at productive enterprises as a social organization. All right. Economics is more systematized and is more scientific. Economists try to give laws which can predict the economic phenomenon. And for sociologists, technical solutions are not provided. It encourages a critical and questioning perspective. Sociology, जो already given है, they try to find out the reasons behind it, है ना? And therefore, there is a critical thinking involved. कि why something is happening, how is it happening, and all of that. So, and they are not focused upon giving laws, but more upon generalizing things. Law of, and also sociological laws are less universal, okay, because sociology has different perspectives. People are belonging to different schools of thought, different perspectives है. और इसीलिए ये जो लॉज हैं ये लेस यूनिवर्सल है, बिकॉज देर इज नॉट मच यूनिफॉर्मिटी. ओके, वेर एज लॉज ऑफ इकोनॉमिक्स are universal in application. They are standard mathematical laws and they are universal in application. So these are the differences between sociology and economics. लेकिन in recent times बहुत सारी interdisciplinary studies भी develop हो रही हैं. Economists are no longer interested on only only in market mechanisms. They are also interested in economic growth and development, where it is increasingly using sociological research to formulate new theories and policies. Okay, तो वो लोग सिर्फ मार्केट के सप्लाई डिमांड या मार्केट मैकेनिज्म्स को नहीं पढ़ के दे आर ऑल्सो कंसिडरिंग कि दे आर ऑल्सो लुकिंग इनटू द एस्पेक्ट्स ऑफ द सोसाइटी कि कैसे ग्रोथ कैसे होगा, डेवलपमेंट कैसे होगा, लोग कैसे अफेक्ट होंगे. सो दे आर ऑल्सो कंसिडरिंग दोज. So in that way also, they are also studying sociological research, and of course sociological research is sociologists are also considering economic uh, findings. All right. So next subject है sociology and psychology. So sociology, कल हमने पढ़ा था कि sociology is the study of society, right? तो वैसे ही psychology comes from the word psyche. ठीक है. साइको, ये जो वर्ड है साइको, दिस कम्स फ्रॉम द वर्ड साइकी, जिसका मतलब है माइंड, राइट? तो साइकोलॉजी इज डिफाइंड एज द साइंस ऑफ बिहेवियर. ऑल राइट. And it studies individual behavior, mental processes, personal and personality characteristics of a person, while sociology studies group behavior and looks at human connections and interrelationships. So one thing that you will have to consider, means you will have to remember always is sociology में हम हमेशा social पढ़ते हैं. Social का मतलब है always there are more than one person involved, right? Whereas in psychology we are of usually focusing only on one person. इस एक इंसान का बिहेवियर कैसा है, इस एक इंसान का माइंड कैसा है, ये एक इंसान कैसे रिएक्ट करता है सिचुएशंस में, इसका मेंटल प्रोसेस कैसा है, एंड हाउ डज ही रिएक्ट टू अदर पीपल, ये इस आदमी का सोशल बिहेवियर कैसा है, लोगों के साथ ये कैसा बिहेव करता है. तो देर इज ऑलवेज फोकस अपॉन वन पर्सन, एंड हियर देर इज फोकस अपॉन ग्रुप्स. ठीक है, मोर देन वन. Sociology is always about more than one. All right. So, psychology studies individual behavior, mental processes, and personality characteristics of a person, whereas sociology studies group behavior and looks at human connections and interrelationships. All right. Psychology stresses on one individual, and बट हाउएवर साइकोलॉजी एंड सोशियोलॉजी दोनों कंसिडर करते हैं, ठीक है, ह्यूमन इमोशंस, एटीट्यूड्स एंड सोशल इन्फ्लुएंसेस. बट साइकोलॉजी में ये सारे चीजें सिर्फ एक इंडिविजुअल की देखी जाती हैं, एंड इन सोशियोलॉजी वी टॉक अबाउट ग्रुप. ओके. सोशल साइकोलॉजी इज अ पार्ट ऑफ साइकोलॉजी विच ट्राइज टू एक्सप्लोर हाउ सोसाइटी इन्फ्लुएंसेस इंडिविजुअल थॉट्स. है ना, कि सोसाइटी का, लार्जर सोसाइटी का क्या इम्पैक्ट पड़ता है इंडिविजुअल थॉट्स एंड थिंकिंग प्रोसेस में. Okay, let us look into this in more detail. So, psychology is the study of personality, whereas sociology is the study of individual and society. ये इंडिविजुअल को भी पढ़ता है, बट इंडिविजुअल इन रिलेशन टू द सोसाइटी. ओके, इंडिविजुअल को अकेले नहीं, इट्स नेवर इंडिविजुअल इन आइसोलेशन. It's always individual in relation to the society. And here it's only the individual. Psychology is the science of man's experience and behavior, and its subject matter includes basic instinct, sympathy, suggestions, imitations, passions, and so on. So this is, the subject matter of psychology, whereas sociology will study social institution, interrelationships, and its subject matter includes family, individual, religion, power, social change, and so on. Psychology's scope is limited and focused on man's mental activities and his basic behavior, whereas sociology is general study of society and has wider scope. Okay. So it has a wider scope. Psychology is more scientific and more scope of experimentation. Psychological laboratories also exist. बहुत सारे psychological experiments होते हैं on human की, there are different situations that is given to the person, और फिर देखा जाता है कि वो एक इंसान इस तरीके के situation में कैसे behave करेगा. So in all these kinds of experimentations are possible in psychology, or which is not there in sociology. Okay. Sociology में there are multiple perspectives and its claim of scientific discipline is context. तो In fact, sociology may, I think this is one of the most, critical aspect of the sociology is because there are different schools of thought. There are different perspectives, and there are often criticisms from within the discipline, within the key, whether if it is really very scientific in nature. क्योंकि किसी भी तरीके से experimentation is not possible in sociology. It's not possible to control any variable or any part of an interaction, which other sciences uh, do experiments. Okay, तो वो चीज सोशियोलॉजी में is not possible. Social psychology, it serves as a bridge between psychology and sociology, and it maintains a primary interest in the individual, but concerns itself with the way in which individuals behave in social groups collectively with other individuals. सोशल साइकोलॉजी जो है वो सोशियोलॉजी से काफी रिलेटेड है, बट स्टिल इसका जो इंटरेस्ट है इट इज ऑलवेज बेस्ड अपॉन बिहेवियर, बिहेवियर पे ही फोकस करेगा ये। ठीक है, सोशल ग्रुप्स के बिहेवियर पे एंड हाउ सोशल ग्रुप्स में पीपल रिएक्ट और पीपल बिहेव। ओके, so that was about sociology and psychology. Next we will move on to uh, sociology and anthropology. So these are now sociology और anthropology जो है, especially in Indian terms, they are very related. Especially anthropology का एक branch है social and cultural anthropology. So social anthropology या socio-cultural anthropology is very much related to sociology. Okay, but they have very dissimilar origin. So anthropology start हुआ था during colonialism. Okay, during colonialism, Britishers thought, or when Britishers came to know that there are very different kinds of societies existing in the world, they started to they wanted to study the exotic societies, exotic societies, tribes. ठीक है, example tribes in Africa. So where what happened was British anthropologists, they started to go to some African countries or islands, and then they started to study uh, the living conditions or the ways in which people live, और उनके ट्राइबल स्ट्रक्चर्स को पढ़ने दे यूज टू पढ़ने जाते थे। ठीक है, तो ये कोलोनियलिज्म के टाइम पे स्टार्ट हुआ व्हेन दे वांटेड टू civilize, these Britishers started a civilizing mission। ठीक है, तो जो चाहते थे कि बाकी जितने भी लोग हैं जो अलग तरीके से लड़ रहते हैं, इंग्लिश कल्चर से हट के जो अलग तरीके से रहते हैं, उनको जाकर ये पढ़ना चाहते थे ताकि वो उनको सिविलाइज कर सके और अपने जैसा बना सके। सो दैट वाज अ मोटो विथ विच एंथ्रोपोलॉजी स्टार्टेड। ओके, द वर्ड एंथ्रोपोस means man. So, very simply, anthropology is the study of man. Okay, man and and his environment, his culture and everything. So, लेकिन बहुत सारी जो concepts हैं, ठीक है, सोशियोलॉजी में भी हम कल्चर पढ़ते हैं, एंथ्रोपोलॉजी में भी कल्चर है, ट्रेडिशंस पढ़ते हैं, रिचुअल्स पढ़ते हैं, दिस आर ऑल वेरी मच सिमिलर, लेकिन ओरिजिन जो है दोनों का बहुत डिफरेंट तरीके से हुआ था। सोशियोलॉजी सोशल प्रॉब्लम्स जो एग्जिस्ट करने लगी आफ्टर वॉर्स, आफ्टर फ्रेंच रेवोल्यूशन, आफ्टर इंडस्ट्रियलाइजेशन एंड अर्बनाइजेशन, सोशियोलॉजी स्टार्टेड टू you know was started to address those challenges and problems, whereas anthropology was started for a very completely different reason, right? Anthropology, in fact, anthropology began as a study of physical measurements of humans, anthropometric factors। ठीक है, anthropometric जैसे size of the skull, height, weight, facial features, these were all the things that anthropologists were concerned with. Okay, because for example, that is why I said, ठीक है, exotic societies. अब exotic, ये anthropologists, the Western anthropologists found these tribes to be very different. ठीक है, ये देखने में अलग है, इनका स्किन कलर बहुत अलग है, इनका ड्रेसिंग स्टाइल बहुत अलग है, एंड दैट इज व्हाई दे स्टार्टेड टू study these people. Okay, so that is why anthropology as a discipline was started. Anthropology is the closest discipline to sociology, and they have similar concept as I mentioned, culture, religion, tradition, और उनके methods भी similar हैं. ठीक है? Anthropology studies human cultures, traditions, and evolution, whereas sociology focuses on contemporary societies and anthropology traditional societies. हालांकि अब ये काफी बदल गया है. Anthropology no longer studies only primitive or traditional societies. ये अब नहीं होता है. Anthropologists also study the present society, present living conditions को भी पढ़ते हैं. So, but the thing is, difference is in the origin, how it started. Okay. Example, they both study kinship systems, but sociology is more concerned with the modern living conditions, modern family structures. Okay. So let us look into this in some more detail. So sociology studies facets of a society such as family, social mobility, organization. तो एक सोसाइटी के कुछ facets को पढ़ेगा. Anthropology क्या करेगा? Anthropology very small societies. They study very small societies, and which are mainly the primitive. Example, Pacific Islands. All many famous anthropologists such as Malinowski and even Margaret Mead, and all of them conducted studies in very small island societies. ठीक है, जहाँ का पॉपुलेशन बहुत कम है, एंड देन दे स्टडीड इट होल. मतलब एक सोसाइटी का कल्चरल सिस्टम कैसा है, पॉलिटिकल सिस्टम कैसा है, रिलीजियस सिस्टम कैसा है, वो लोग हर चीज को पढ़ते थे. लेकिन सोशियोलॉजी में आप एक एस्पेक्ट ऑफ सोसाइटी को पढ़ोगे. आप या तो रिलीजन पढ़ोगे, या तो पॉलिटिकल एस्पेक्ट पढ़ोगे, तो एक छोटा एस्पेक्ट पढ़ोगे. ठीक है. सोशियोलॉजी में क्वांटिटेटिव डेटा भी यूज होता है. क्वालिटेटिव तो होता ही है, बट क्वांटिटेटिव भी होता है. एंथ्रोपोलॉजी इज कंप्लीटली क्वालिटेटिव. ओके. एंड इसका इसका मेजर मेथड was participant observation. Participant observation क्या है? Where you go and reside with the community you are studying, with the community. ठीक है. Like I was saying कि anthropology में they were going to study these small societies, है ना, primitive societies. So the anthropologists used to stay there. वो वहां जाके 10 months, 12 months, they used to stay in their societies and somewhat become a participant there. And then, after being with them, they used to observe and talk about them and then write about them. तो ये एंथ्रोपोलॉजी का मेन मेथड था. सोशियोलॉजी भी यूज करता है एक एथनोग्राफी which is similar to which is a kind of a detailed qualitative uh, method, mostly based on observation. ठीक है, based on observation. तो देर इज हम ये एथनोग्राफी और पार्टिसिपेंट ऑब्जर्वेशन के बीच का डिफरेंस जो है, ये इन डिटेल डिस्कस करेंगे मेथड्स वाले सेक्शन में. बट सोशियोलॉजी भी एथनोग्राफी यूज करता है. ठीक है. बट ये इसमें इट इज नॉट अ कंपल्शन कि यू हैव टू गो एंड देन लिव विद देम एंड बिकम अ पार्टिसिपेंट. बट दिस इज ऑल्सो सोशियोलॉजी एंड एंथ्रोपोलॉजी काफी अगेन मेथड्स आर गेटिंग exchanged. They both use these methods. All right. Sociology focuses upon cultural and social aspects. Cultural and social aspects को sociology focus करता है. Anthropology भी focus करता है, of course. लेकिन anthropology also studies physical aspects. So anthropology का एक और part है physical anthropology, where you have to study about human evolution, genetics, and biology. Even there are about DNA of people of the people, and they all have to study about everything. physical aspect, the biological aspect भी anthropologists study, which sociology is not interested in. Sociology focuses only upon cultural and social aspects. तो पहले ये अंडरस्टैंडिंग था कि सोशियोलॉजी, ओ दिस इज अगेन अ typo, anthropology. So earlier, the understanding was that anthropology studied only primitive communities, whereas sociology studies modern communities. लेकिन अब ये distinction true नहीं है. Okay, sociology, anthropology सिर्फ traditional societies को नहीं पढ़ता है. अब they are also studying modern communities. Okay, so in conclusion, we saw कि how sociology is related with several other social sciences, and जब हम लोगों को पता रहता है कि relationship about different social sciences, then it enhances the quality of research. Interdisciplinary research जो है वो better होता है, वो improve होता है. All right. So now let us study this with the help of an example. So suppose there is a market. ठीक है. तो एक मार्केट में एक सोशियोलॉजिस्ट क्या पढ़ेगा? A sociologist would examine the social relationships in the market. ठीक है. He or she will look into कि how the vendors are interacting with the customers. Shopkeeper customer का relationship कैसा है? How informal norms shape bargaining. जैसे कुछ cultures में bargaining possible है, कुछ में नहीं. How social structures influence economic activities. So, as a sociologist, if someone enters a market, what will he look into? The researcher would look into the social relationships जो market में है, ठीक है? How the customers are being interacted with by the vendors, norms क्या है, social structures क्या क्या influence कर रही हैं, market का positioning कैसा है, how is it structured, and also the class dimension, किस तरीके के vendors available हैं, ठीक है? Where are they belonging to an upper class or a lower class? Gender, are the shopkeepers, are they all men or they also have women? Or caste dynamics कैसे हैं? Are they belonging to the higher caste or the Vaishya castes, or to the lower caste such as Shudras? And how are they placed? How are they positioned? So when a sociologist enters a market to study, so he will be examining these aspects of the market. Okay. But when a political science enters the market, he will focus upon the role of government regulations. ठीक है, गवर्नमेंट उस मार्केट में क्या क्या रूल्स बनाई है, क्या क्या रेगुलेशंस है. द पॉलिटिकल साइंटिस्ट विल स्टडी द इम्पैक्ट ऑफ ट्रेड पॉलिसीज, टैक्सेशन, लोकल गवर्नमेंट सिस्टम कैसा है. ठीक है, टैक्सेशन जैसे सिंस यू आर सेटिंग अप अ शॉप, तो आपको उसके लिए किसी को टैक्स देना पड़ रहा है या नहीं. लोकल गवर्नेंस सिस्टम्स से आप लोगों को कितना परमिशन लेना पड़ रहा है in order to set up that market. They may also analyze how political affiliations or policies influence which vendors get permits or how markets are organized. Okay, the political scientist, when he would study a market, he will look into these aspects. All right. एंड वहीं पे जब एक इकोनॉमिस्ट एक मार्केट को पढ़ेगा, देन ही वुड एनालाइज द सप्लाई एंड डिमांड ऑफ द मार्केट, प्राइस फ्लक्चुएशंस, प्राइस कितना ऊपर नीचे हो रहा है, कंपटीशन कितना है अमंग द शॉपकीपर्स, अमंग द वेंडर्स, and how external factors like inflation or trade agreements impact market prices. Okay, तो economist जब market को पढ़ेगा, तो he will be interested into looking into these aspects. And they might also study consumer behavior and spending patterns. So this is the economist perspective. Whereas an anthropologist, वो cultural significance देखेगा, market का cultural significance. Also, he would look into the traditional trade practices, the rituals of buying and selling, and how markets have evolved over time in different societies. They may also examine the material culture, how products and selling methods reflect cultural values. Now, ये जो anthropology देख रहा है ना, sociology will also look into some of these aspects, the cultural significance, market का values क्या है, rituals कैसे हैं, लोगों के लिए क्या इंपॉर्टेंट है, मटेरियल कल्चर क्या है, नॉन मटेरियल कल्चर क्या है, ये सोशियोलॉजिस्ट विल ऑल्सो सी. बट a sociologist will also be interested in seeing these dynamics. ठीक है, ये क्लास, जेंडर, कास्ट, रोल्स, relationships, mainly relationships and social interactions, which I think is missing here, social interactions, ये सब में एक sociologist interested रहेगा. ठीक है. और वैसे ही historian, when a historian studies market, he would investigate the origin and evolution of the market. ठीक है, वो मार्केट यहाँ पे कितने दिन से है, how historical events like colonization, industrialization और globalization have shaped trade practices. ये सारे processes का impact क्या हुआ trade practices में, and how markets have changed over time in response to economic and social shifts. ठीक है. So a historian will be primarily looking into these aspects. So इस एग्जाम्पल में I just tried to show कि मेन कंसर्न्स क्या रहेंगे हर डिसिप्लिन के. अब इसमें भी इंटरडिसिप्लिनरी एस्पेक्ट्स है. ठीक है, एक सोशियोलॉजिस्ट भी चाहेगा ओरिजिन और एवोल्यूशन देखना, कि वो मार्केट कब से शुरू हो रहा है और चेंजेस क्या क्या हुए. पॉलिटिकल साइंसेस गवर्नमेंट के रोल्स को भी देखेगा. बट जो मेजर कंसर्न्स होते हैं डिसिप्लिन वाइज, जस्ट टू मेक दिस एंटायर लेक्चर क्लियर, आई हैव ट्राइड टू मेक दीज डिस्टिंक्शंस कि एक जो मेजर कंसर्न्स होंगे एक सोशियोलॉजिस्ट के, एक पॉलिटिकल साइंटिस्ट के, एक इकोनॉमिस्ट के, एक एंथ्रोपोलॉजिस्ट के और एक हिस्टोरियन के, वो ये सारी चीजें होंगी. ठीक है. सो द वे दे लुक इनटू वन एस्पेक्ट ऑफ द सोसाइटी. तो आप देख सकते हो कि मार्केट जो है ये तो एक सोसाइटी का बहुत इंटीग्रल पार्ट है ना. लेकिन इसी मार्केट को अलग अलग लोग, अलग अलग डिसिप्लिन्स अलग तरीके से पढ़ेंगी. ठीक है, और अलग तरीके से पढ़ेंगी तो इनके फाइंडिंग्स भी अलग होंगे. बट दे आर ऑल्सो वेरी मच रिलेटेड टू ईच अदर, एंड ऑल्सो एन अंडरस्टैंडिंग ऑफ वन डिसिप्लिन विल हेल्प द अदर डिसिप्लिन ऑल्सो. ठीक है, अगर हमको हिस्टोरिकल डेटा के बारे में पता है, ओरिजिन और इवोल्यूशन के बारे में पता है, तो मुझे पता, ये भी पता होगा कि पॉलिसीज कैसे चेंज हुई हैं. ये मतलब आई विल ओनली बेनिफिट इफ आई नो, इफ आई स्टडी द फाइंडिंग्स ऑफ अदर डिसिप्लिन्स एज वेल. एंड दैट इज हाउ these understanding these relationships will enhance interdisciplinary research. ठीक है. So that is why it is important to know the relationship between different social sciences. All right. So यहीं पे हमारा ये लेक्चर खत्म होता है. एंड आई विल आई विल मेक अनदर वीडियो फॉर द नेक्स्ट टॉपिक्स टुमारो. एंड देन if you want to, I will also prepare some tests based upon this class particularly. If you want to join them, you can follow the telegram link given below, and you can also contact through the mobile number that is given below. Okay. So okay then, all the best. Thank you.